back.
Sometimes I just want to be Ant and Dec, you know?
We said this last time, we are Ant and Dec.
If we were on the jungle, we'd smash it. Sorry, said it. Give me
We used to be laughing the whole time, though. I think we only get through the lyrics. The lyrics? The words?
lyrics?
The
yeah,
word,
do you know when they give you the cue cards, I'll be like, fuck that.
Yeah. We'll go off peace, won't we?
Yeah. Do you know Deborah, she was an absolute twat today, wasn't she? Didn't even eat the fucking Midgie thing. Midgie thing.
What's a Midgie?
Midgie caterpillar sandwich.
Midgie. How's your week been?
Yeah, do you know what? It's actually been all right this week. I've been busy. I've been productive. I've been down.
You've been editing, haven't you?
I've been down.
I've been seeing you on that computer.
Me on that screen.
Oh my God.
Like
Can we just take a minute of your Instagram stories of doing your editing? Like, it gives me the lols when you're putting the tunes on.
It's the only way I can get through.
Tune of the week's this week, so I'm excited to see which tune you're coming up with, because you were on it with the tunes last week.
I have such an eclectic music taste. I'm a bit like my dad in that sense.
Oh,
like,
I love your music taste.
I just like the sound of it.
Yeah.
I like it. I don't care what genre it is. I'm very open like that. So, but when I'm editing, I cannot edit in silence. My attention span does not let me edit like in silence. I don't. My mum, for example, has to work in complete silence.
Yeah.
With the lights off. No one talks around her. She needs to zone in. Me, if that was me, I'd be like, there's a ghost in this room. Like, I would distract myself because nothing else would be going on. It's like I need to stimulate my brain whilst I'm stimulating my...
Honestly, but you know the words to every single song?
If I knew the words to every single song... No, let me word that differently. If I learned at school and revised at school and remembered my revision cards like I remember the words to songs, I'd be Albert Einstein.
Yeah, you would be.
I'm sure of it.
You literally, a song will come on, you'd be like, you know the words.
Know.
I couldn't even come up with a
I'm
song.
bilingual when it comes to songs.
Yeah, literally, that is such
send
a
me
way.
to France.
Yeah.
Hola.
But then you'd be like, oops, upside your head. Say oops, upside your head. Yeah, you're just like, no other
I
words to any
know.
song.
Yes, I've been editing like a crazy woman, and I do feel like I'm having an affair with my laptop, and I probably have to have a strong word with Leo.
I think we're doing a freeway, four-way with that, because I'm exactly the same as you.
Oh yeah, do you just
if
feel
I ain't
like
snapping, I'm tapping, and if I'm not tapping, I'm papping.
Oh, that's good. Fuck, that really hurt. That was so good.
So good.
If I'm not snapping, I'm tapping. If I'm not tapping,
I'm
papping. That's going on the merch.
Yeah,
guys, keep watching and following
my
this, and we'll bring
God.
merch out.
If I'm not snapping, I'm tapping. If not tapping, I'm papping. Yes, queens.
Well, my fanny's clapping. Sorry, I'm so crude. I have to I always have to bring the tone down. You talk about shit and I just talk about vaginas all the time. Anyway, sorry, do apologise. There is a warning at the start of every show that this is not a show for children. If you've got the kids in the car and we are talking about this, it's your problem. I do apologise.
But
I do apologise.
She doesn't mean it though.
But I actually don't mean it.
My hand is still stinging from that high five. That was a good one.
It's throbbing like my vagina with the clap.
But yeah, I think we're definitely in the same.
You're the same. You got the clap as well, have you?
Like I said, it's been a busy week.
Caniston coming out my ear holes.
Got shares and boots. That's who's sponsoring the podcast, actually. But yeah, it's just literally, it's manic, isn't it? It's like wedding season is fully here. I feel like I said that every single episode, but yeah, it's a lot. But you got any more holidays coming up? I know you went on Hendu last time.
So I've got a wedding in Spain at the end of September.
You've got so many abroad weddings this year.
I've had, I was actually supposed to have 5, but 3 have been moved. Was that right, Leo? 3 of, yeah, I was supposed to have 5 and 3 have been moved.
Okay.
Because of some finances, some people's families are ill.
Yeah.
And one wasn't really set in stone. So yeah, but I'm actually really excited. So I should have more next year.
Do they need a second photographer?
So I was going to ask you that of the show. And if you do see me and Amber in a different country, we are definitely working and not getting up to no good.
And not clapping our fannies.
We're not clapping our fannies in different countries, especially when you go to Dubai. We'll get arrested. I'm not being no porta potties.
I think topic of the day is
what do you want to talk about? If you've got something on your chest, get off.
Last week, I know we briefly broached the subject about just the topic of churches and can I just say, I love a church wedding.
So do I.
In the sense of it is beautiful, it is meaningful. The hymns get me every time. I'm there, like, especially when I know it. All things bright and beautiful. Like, I literally, I'm there with it. And, aren't they, like, the what they call the windows, the...
stained glass.
Yeah, gorgeous. However, and it breaks my heart when you turn up and you speak to the vicar because you want to introduce yourself and come across as like, no, I'm the cover today.
We're working as a team.
Yep.
Yep.
And they literally turn around and go, no photos. No.
What, as a whole?
Yeah. Have you not had that? I'll get there and I'll be like, oh, so can we not take photos of, like, they'll say, yep, when the bride comes down the aisle, you can take photos, but then after that, no photos. And literally my heart breaks in two for the couple, for their memories, for capturing these moments on camera. And also, equally, it's embarrassing because when the guests are all sat there watching them do their vows and exchange of rings, I'm also sat there as well. And they're probably thinking, this photographer not going to take any photos. Yeah, and it literally just breaks my heart because I really we're a team. We're there to capture those memories. 100%. We're not we're not running around like headless chickens taking photos. I would be respectful. I'll keep my distance. But yeah, that's what I just find really hard. And
it is heartbreaking, but in my eyes, it's one of these things where if I have a church wedding, I will, and my couples will vouch for me for this, I always say to them, because I've had that experience before, when you get a bit of a, I'm going to say it, arsey priest. You just do. Sometimes you just get an arsey priest who is very particular about where you stand, where you sit, how much clicking's going on, whether he has a mic on or not. He's very, very, very touchy. He, or she is very touchy about that. And that's fine. We're on their turf. It's highly irritating for us because we could get some amazing photos in these beautiful places. But we have to remember that there's only so much we can do. And if we're told that we can't do something, one, you don't want to start giving people bad vibes or pissing everybody off. Two, you don't want to get chucked out mid-ceremony, because I actually had a friend who was told you can get the bride coming in, and then afterwards you have to sit down for the whole ceremony, and then you can get them coming out. That's it. Nothing during. If you do anything during, I'll chuck you out. No. And I swear to God, she did 2 photos during, and they chucked her out, and she had to stand outside for an hour.
No.
He stopped the ceremony and asked her to leave.
Like
so how can you say you can't argue? Can you?
Of course not.
If he or she is willing to stop the ceremony... Oh,
gosh, you'd be mortified, wouldn't you?
But you just have to turn around and walk out.
Yeah. So, at least then everyone would know.
It's true, though.
But you can't take photos anymore.
It's one of these things where you have to communicate.
And
if a couple is choosing to have a ceremony in the church, that is sometimes some of the conditions, depending on what kind of priest you get. And... yes, it does suck, but ultimately, what can you do? You're not going to upset the whole wedding party by getting involved in all sorts of...
having a
that is definitely a massive bee in your bonnet, because the content that you miss out on is enough to make you cry.
Especially when those like spectacular churches. So,
oh God, yeah.
You know, and on the flip side, I've had some awesome priests and vicars.
Oh yeah,
literally,
for sure. You get some
they're
babes,
legends. Yeah, and they're literally like, honestly, go wherever you need to go. We understand you want to get some
Oh,
photos.
it's like, actually, am I in your way? You're like, no,
oh
babe,
my God, I know.
do your thing.
And I just think like, obviously, you know, you work for yourself. You don't know how other photographers take images and how big or go home they sort of.
You're right.
I'm literally like getting expressive with my hands, but even if it's you know, a registrar or a private ceremony or with the church, I still like to think I'm as discreet as possible.
Yes, of course.
And I'm in the corners or I'm at the front.
Yes,
I'm still getting all those angles. So I just feel like, can't we just work together? Can't we just have like an agreement?
No, this is what I was saying last week. It's like, no matter what situation you're in, if you work with good people, problems always are solved amicably.
Yeah.
And everybody has the result that they want to compromise on.
Yeah.
But if you work with people who think they're above people, which sometimes, I'll say it, sometimes are some priests. I know we're on their turf, but sometimes they can talk to you like there's something on your shoe. You do get that occasion sometimes with priests in churches, and if they are like that, then you can't compromise. And when you can't compromise, then no one's happy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's about the attitudes of people. Yeah. And that is highly annoying when you work in churches, and that's one of the things.
Yeah. I think an incredible videographer actually told me that he had an occasion where basically he wanted to mic up the priest because he obviously wanted to hear the vows for the couple for their wedding video.
Yeah. And
the priest said, I'm already mic'd up. But as the videographer said, that's fine, but we can't hear that audio.
Yeah, that's coming out of your speakers, yeah.
And again, the priest said, but this is a moment that's very personable, and it's their vows, and it's a very sacred moment. And
all the more reason you should capture it, surely.
That's the videographer's point, was like, exactly.
Yeah.
That's more the reason why we want to capture this moment. And they're not up close, nose to nose, fingers to fingers as they do their vows. We're right at the back, just wearing a mic or just having a mic close by. But Yeah, it's it
This
is
is what
it
I
is
mean.
a
Just
tricky
be a good
concept.
person,
Yeah.
and everything gets compromised and sorted. It's
Yeah.
not hard. It's not hard.
It's difficult, but you know, just to sum it up, you know, we absolutely love churches. We love church weddings.
Yeah,
we
of
love
course we do.
capturing it. We just pray.
Of course we do. Just like, you know,
pray for
we pray. No pun intended.
we just want more kind
We
of.
want a good outcome for everybody.
Yeah.
We want the priest to be happy. As photographers, we want
Yes,
to be happy.
yeah.
But it grinds our gears when people have a bee in their bonnet. This is what I was talking about last week. If you think you're above someone, nothing's going to get sorted. You're going to be pissed off. They're going to be pissed off. Everybody's going to be pissed off. If you're just a nice person, you get a nice outcome, and then everybody can have a nice day and get absolutely sloshed. Saw a video actually the other day, a little girl getting christened, and she battered the Bible out of the priest's hand. It fell in the water.
No.
Yeah, the Holy Bible just got absolutely sloshed.
Put that in the airing cupboard.
Yeah, innit? Air that one out. Shit.
Yeah. But
Jesus went swimming. Leave that in, I don't care. I was baptised.
I'm in a church. I go to church every Sunday.
I was christened. I got photos to prove it.
You got what?
Photos.
Oh,
To
they
prove it.
allowed you to take photos, did they?
Not in the church, funnily enough. Only when the head was getting dunked in. Anyway, the next segment of the show is something I like to call Pap Pap Tout is the favourite segment of the show where me and Amber post an anonymous link on our Instagram stories and you guys send in anonymous confessions, fuck ups, questions that you want to ask us, dilemmas that you've had, or just tell us something really funny that you don't want us to know your identity for.
Yeah.
This week it's
Nobody
my
knows.
turn. We have a collection of things, I must admit, this week. Starting off with
Hit me.
an advice. Someone wants advice from us. That's funny, isn't it?
Can we to remind people we're not an educational platform?
We are definitely not an educational platform. And also, I take every bit of advice that I give you with a pinch of salt. I have warned you. Don't say you weren't warned. First one. Someone has said, advice for if your own mum wouldn't want to go on your hen do because it's not their vibe, but your mother-in-law, defo, would expect you to be invited to go. Yet, you don't really want your mother-in-law going if your own mum isn't. You do still, however, want to invite your sister-in-laws. #awkward.
I think that's easy.
What would you do?
I think if you've already made that decision to have your family there.
Yeah.
So, for example, I did too. I had a family hen do, then my friend's hen do.
Yeah, that's what everybody does.
So if I did a joint hen do, which is this lady's hen do,
Yeah.
I assume, then I just think that's fine. If mum doesn't want to go,
Yeah.
then mother-in-law can go with the sister-in-laws. I don't see there's a...
The problem is she doesn't want her mother-in-law going if her mum's not going.
Why? Her mum doesn't
Because-
want to go though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could either do Amber's option, which is option number one, or you could do my option is... my mum's going to screw me for this, but I don't care, right? Always keep the mother-in-law happy. That's my number one rule.
Right.
As much as you can, without mugging yourself off or putting yourself out, you have to keep your mother-in-law happy. If you're inviting her daughters and she's very close to her daughters, or daughters-in-laws,
Yeah.
then have her. But if she isn't that close, but if she isn't that close, and they're just like, you know, her son's girlfriends, and they don't really, you know, they're close because they're girlfriends, but not really that close. So they're not besties. Then don't have her and just say, well, my mum's not coming. Are you sure you want to come? But I would say keep the mother-in-law happy.
But is she asking because she doesn't want her mother-in-law there?
Yeah, basically.
Oh.
But what you have
But
to
then why
listen, you're
invite
getting
them?
married. As I say it before, I say it again. You have to compromise, right? So if your mum doesn't want to come because it's not her vibe, then she doesn't have to. And then I would strongly have a conversation with your mother-in-law to say, my mum's not coming because she doesn't fancy it. But if your mother-in-law still wants to come because her daughters and her daughters-in-law are still coming, then you cannot say no.
I'm confused.
You can't say no. You can't upset your mother-in-law.
I just think...
Imagine if I turned around and said that to your
You've
mum.
invited all these people.
She'd be like, sorry, what?
Mother-in-law, do you want to come? Mum, you're invited. Mother-in-law, you're invited. The daughters, you're invited. All the sisters. Come to my hen do. And then some people are like, I just don't want to come. I can't afford it. I don't want to be there. That's fine.
No, we're talking about mums.
Yeah.
Her mum doesn't want to go because
Yeah.
it's not her mum's vibe.
Then her mum doesn't have to
But
go.
her mother-in-law
Wants to go,
come.
then
But the
mother-in-law
bride
comes.
doesn't want the mother-in-law to come if
Without
her
the
mum
mum.
isn't coming.
Right. Back in the room.
So personally, I agree with you. You have to let the mother-in-law come with the sister-in-laws to keep everybody happy. And if your mum don't want to come, then she just
the
gets left
sister-in-laws
out.
weren't invited. They're only going to be invited because the mother-in-law's coming on her own.
No.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Why have I not
wept? Let's do this in example for you, my sweet pea. If you had an abroad hen do to Barcelona, which you did, and you invited your mum, Bobby's mum, and Bobby's sisters. Yeah. Let's just say Bobby has like 7 sisters, right? Yeah. But your mum says, Amber, it's not my vibe. Yeah. But Bobby's mum's like, this is my fucking vibe. Yeah. And Bobby's sisters are like, yeah, this is my fucking vibe. Would you then want Bobby's mum to not come because your mum was missing out? No. Well, there you go. There's your answer.
That's what's at the beginning.
You have to keep your mother-in-law happy. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I feel like
because the sister-in-laws are going anyway.
Yeah, but if the bride's going, oh, but I don't want my mother-in-law to come, actually, then why did you invite them in the first place?
Savage but true.
That's what the dialogue. I don't get what the dialogue.
Savage but true. If you wanted to separate the yeah,
the main should have taken a back step.
Babe, whoever sent this in, we're gonna call you confession number 1, okay?
But
my lovely babe, I mean, as nicest as possible. If you want to separate family from friends, you should do a family hen, like an afternoon tea or something at home, and then do the friend hen abroad. If if that's not your mum's vibe, just say, oh, I'm just going to do the girls one abroad. Yeah, exactly. And also, you don't have to just go out for like an afternoon tea and then go home having tea and coffee. You can literally go out for a day or a weekend to Cardiff. Or a brunch.
And have a weekend of it with the family. Yeah. Like, make it fun, get drunk, like do the silly games, whatever you want. Still make it as a hen do. And you get 2. Yeah. You get 2 hen dos.
I'm having about 5 hen dos.
Yeah, good. I'm coming to all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't sound very convincing. Yeah.
Well, you know, I can't plan anything yet.
Until later pops a question.
Till someone pops a question at this rate, I'm just going to fucking marry myself.
You're clapping everywhere else, so you never know.
I have got the clap, to be fair, so don't blame me. Yeah, so my lovely darling, you've got 2 options. Option 1, you can either say to your mother-in-law, okay, that's fine if you want to come. My mum's not coming, but if you still want to come, you can come.
Correct.
Or option number 2, you can say, do you know what? This abroad hen is going to be for my friends. Yeah. And I'm going to do a family one when I'm home, so all my mums can come in the same place.
Yes. Smashed it.
Welcome, welcome to Isobel's innuendo of advice. Okay, our next confession is actually something a little bit mean.
Oh.
And I'm not sure who it's about. It's either about me or you. But I'm going to say it anyway. Fuck it. Chuck it in the fucking bucket. Move on.
Oh, why is that being mean? What did they say?
Makes me a bit insecure. Anyway, when I first met you, got to be honest, I thought you were such a bitch. Loud and over-friendly, almost fake. But now, I know you and I feel so guilty for judging you. You're such a sweet soul and so genuine, totally not a bitch or fake. First of all, I'm really glad that you came to that, because if I knew that someone felt that about me, I think I would cry myself into oblivion. But at the same time, I'm a bad bitch, I don't care.
You're cool, you're a bad bitch. That's sad though, isn't it?
Do you know what? It's sad, but in the same sense, you can't please everyone.
No, you can't please everyone. I mean, this is like your cool approach. I've gone into the, why is everyone not happy?
But they're going to think that, because you've got to think, right, I've got my sunglasses on because I'm a bad bitch mode. I'm not going to get upset about that, I'm afraid. Because it might be about you, or it might be about
glasses?
Me. Bear with.
Okay.
Put these on. This is what I like to call...
She's a bad bitch.
This is what I like to call alter ego, right? And this is what I go into when I'm not sure about something.
Right. What do we call this alter ego?
I call mine Bella.
Bella. Okay.
What are you called?
I haven't got one. We need to create one.
Andrea.
Oh. No offence to Andrea's.
Abfab. We are basically Abfab, really, when we've had a drink. Anyway, so the way that I normally would deal with this goes as follows. Obviously, it's shit to think that someone meets you for the first time and they think you're fake and all this.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Barnacles, right?
Yeah.
That's not very nice to think that.
No.
But the only reason that some people might think that is because they don't understand how you're so high on life and energy. They think you must be fake because you can't be like that all the time.
Yes,
because I can't be like that all the time.
Yes.
And when you think about it, that's actually quite sad to think that someone else... Well, it's sad to think that someone else has to force themselves to think you're fake because they can't get to that level of happiness all the time. Yeah. So whoever sent this in, I'm really glad that you do like me now.
Yeah, or me. But you don't know who it's for.
Yeah, or us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to make it about me. It definitely wasn't all about me. It might be
you. You just don't know who it was aimed at.
So I'm really glad that you've changed your mind about us.
Yeah.
But hope you're okay. If you need therapy, I'll leave a line on the bottom. Because no, because that's what helped me. but I used to be like that. I used to hate everyone. I was an arsehole in school.
Really?
Oh God, yeah, I was horrible.
No.
You know why? Because hurt people hurt people.
Yeah, I can see that though. You could hurt.
I was not. No, was I? I was horrible.
Yeah.
I was. I wish I never got you involved now. Still love me though, didn't you?
I know. It's like, as in, what you said then actually resonated with me. Like, it's true, isn't it? I suppose if people think you're this high energy, pumped up person all the time, it must be fake, because how can anyone be like that? And I get that. And there is a level off that on Instagram, isn't it? Like, if I'm having like a down day or I'm a bit upset about something, I'm not going to be like, hello everyone.
Yeah.
Like, you're just not going to come. That's what the whole point of social media is. But equally, I feel like we're both quite good at being quite transparent on our Instagrams. When we are having a day, we're feeling overwhelmed and there's a lot going on. Bear with us, you know, it's quite busy, it's a bit stressful.
We're open books.
We're still open books. There is that level off, but equally, turned it around. They love us now.
I can't help it. We are full of energy, and I feel like that's why you're my sidekick, because I've never met anyone who can be as full of beans as me, but
A's,
also crash as much as
like
me.
Duracell batteries together.
Literally Duracell batteries. We'll go to a social event and be like, hi everyone, oh my god, I love you. And we'll go back to the room and we'll literally sit on our phones for an hour and just like, stare at a wall and be like, right, I've recharged now. You okay, babe? Should we go out again? That is just ours.
It is so, and I just love how we're like, so us with this, with that.
Yeah.
Still met only 5 times, yet we're literally like, feels like we've been friends for years and years and years. Like
100%.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I'd love to be quiet.
Well, if people don't like us, at least we've got each other.
At least we've got each other. Teamwork! Yeah!
But no, on a serious note, thank you for sending that in, because it is nice to know that if you do feel like that, at least it's changed around. It's changed around.
Yeah, at least it's changed around, and also, don't get me wrong, there are times where I'm like, cool, I'm too much for myself, and I am full of beans too much sometimes, and I do waffle a lot sometimes, and you know, we always want what we don't have.
But that's you, and we can't change each other. We can't change who we are, can we?
So I mean, some people go, oh my god, you're so funny, you're so full of beans all the time, and I think like, are you putting that on? Like, because I don't notice it in myself. I'm just like, I think I'm just a bit wired sometimes, to be honest.
I love you. Your energy is just on another level.
But you're the same as me.
Yeah,
like,
but we both, like you said, we both literally have those down times together.
Yeah, mate.
And it's normal.
Mate.
It's normal.
So it's not me being fake. It's just like when I'm at work.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm at work, I'm a hard life.
And also, as a
and I love making friends at work. So like, I'm on my like befriending game. So I'm like, everybody love me. I love making friends.
And you know, if you don't like the fact that we're too loud or too high energy, or you don't want that on your wedding day, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to have us as your photographers, and equally don't have to follow us. Like in that sense,
still love you, boo. You do you. Do you know what I mean? I'm probably not
absolutely.
But
I think you need to be high energy at a wedding. You need that right tempo where you're getting the crowd together. Like, come on, everyone, right now, we need you. Right, parents, come this way. Oh, yeah, bring your drinks with you. If you're just like, Nan, and can you come over here for a photo? And then you just don't follow it up. It will never get done. We've got a tight schedule to get those photos done. 100%. So you need to be assertive but fun, high energy. People don't like having their photo taken. You need to bring that out of them. You need to make them feel comfortable. Bring out their energy with your energy.
Yeah, and I feel like it comes natural to me and you, because again, not blowing my own trumpet or your own trumpet, but we are like that in real life. Oh, I love playing the trumpet. The energy that we bring to weddings, you have that in real life. When we go to social events, when I'm with Amber 1-to-1, she is exactly the same as she is at a wedding that she is in real life. Yeah, and that's
real life. It's real life.
It's real life. When she's not in Barbie world.
Yeah. I love that.
When she's not in her, what's Ken's house called? Casa del Casa. Casa.
You seen it now?
Yeah, I wanted it. Yeah, when she's not in Barbie world, she's exactly the same person, and that's why it comes so naturally. And if that is about, if she's not in Pat Vegas, and that's why, if that is about you, then the only reason they would think that you would be fake, or you would be bitchy or anything like that, and you would be putting a front on, is because they can't see. And everybody's different. Some people like really high energy photographers, and some people like people who don't speak and sit in the background, or some people like assertive people and bossy people, and some people don't. And it's literally, again, it's an art form. You can have whatever you want. Yeah, literally. It's personal preference, and no one is going to be offended.
No, and that's the whole point. When people inquire with me and then they don't book me, that's absolutely fine. You've clearly found a photographer for you.
Yeah, happy for you. You go, boo.
Yeah, I wouldn't want me to capture the day if the vibe if I was too high energy for them. Yeah. But when you said about like people thinking we're bitchy or fake, as we know, I'm quite like insecure in some ways, and the way that I'm like, the confidence in myself is low. However, hand on my heart, I would never, ever, ever call myself bitchy or fake, ever.
You're not.
Yeah, I would never, like,
Amber's so raw to the point where sometimes it makes you uncomfortable.
Do you think?
No, in a good way.
What do you mean?
She'll be like, I've got pals. She's so raw. Well, she'll come up to you in the middle of the night and be like,
don't have
there's a lamp on my minge. It's true. You're just honest. But you would never lie about anything.
Cut that, Lee.
It's true.
I would say,
I just farted.
Yeah. Amber would tell you if she farted. Like, I think you must have done, like, first couple of times we met. I mean, this is the 5th time of meeting. I know
If we
all
haven't said
about
that already.
Amber. I know everything. You know, I mean, we're both open books.
yeah, that's a good place to be. But yeah.
So yeah, I'm really happy
Thank
that
you.
you've changed your mind. Oh, I've got one more. Oh, it's 222. Make a wish. What did you wish for? What did you wish for?
Not telling you, don't come true.
Oh, I always tell people.
A big fat cock tonight. I don't really. I'm not telling you.
You're
It's
not
secret.
fucking getting that, are you?
Secret.
Married
Secret.
a chipolata.
Jabalaba.
Chipolata.
Chipolata.
Chipolata sausage.
Is that a big sausage?
Yeah.
What's a chipolata? What's that little sausage? Is it? Thanks.
Okay, so my next one is actually an interesting one, and I think someone may be planning to start a family.
Who?
Oh, obviously, I don't know who. Anyway, so
does it
someone
say?
said, being a photographer, you have bookings for weddings way in advance. Yes, you do. Have you got your 2025 diary open
I've got
yet, darling?
6 bookings for 2025.
I thought you was going to say you got your 2026 diary open.
No,
I was like,
no,
"God,
not
you're
open yet.
ballsy."
No, I'll go for 2 years.
Yeah.
But to be fair, someone did inquire for 2026.
Did they?
I probably would take it if someone did.
Yeah, do it.
Anyway, you can, honey.
Sometimes over a year ahead, way over a year ahead, what happens if you make the decision to have a baby? As weddings in 9 months' time, you won't be able to won't be. Let me start again. Sometimes over a year ahead, what happens if you make the decision to have a baby? As weddings in 9 months' time, you won't be able / want to honour as you would be a new mother.
Right. So this baby.
I feel like I need to take a back seat on this one because I ain't planning to have kids no time soon.
So I've followed a few other photographers who've had children and asked them how they did it, what they do, because it's the way of life, isn't it? Well, it's not for everyone's decision. People don't want to have children,
if you
but
want to start a family, you want to start a family.
yeah,
innit?
exactly. And there's no right or wrong way to do it, because I can't say me for the situation when me and Bobby have children one day, when we try for children one day. It's not a case where I'm going to be like, right, I'm going to try in September, let's say January to be on the easier side, and then I'm going to have a baby in September. So I'm not going to take any bookings, because like this person has said, we do book so far in advance. So we book
Well,
for
you never know what's around the corner.
you just don't know what's around the corner.
Yeah.
So this is how I would do it.
Hit me with it, sweet
This
pea.
is what I would do.
What would you do?
Say if I was blessed with a child.
Yes.
And me and Bobby were bringing a little us into the world. I would make sure that everything was okay.
Yep.
Initially, to have maybe an early scan or something. I'm just
Yep.
going off the top of my head. So it's 8 weeks you can have a scan, just so there's a heartbeat and everything's okay. I know that's not guaranteed, and I would then message all my clients who are booked in for when I'm due. So it would be I would probably do it the month I'm due, and maybe a month or two after. And I would just say to them, give them the honest truth. I'm having a baby, it's due around your wedding, and here are your options. And I would make sure that I've got other photographers ready to go. Like, I'd ask my girl here. I'd be like, before I've even asked the client, I'd say, I've already got these photographers I've spoken to. They're free on your wedding day. They're going to shoot it for you. They're going to photograph it. They're people that I've worked with or I know. They'll then give me the photos and I can edit it for you. B, you can have your money back and you can find another photographer. Or C, you can give it to the person that I've found for you, and you can give them the full booking if you're happy with their work and how they edit.
Yeah, perfect.
I feel like there's nothing.
I would do exactly the same.
There's literally, as much as it actually gives me a bit of anxiety in the thought of I suppose not letting down couples, because you're not letting them down. It's a legitimate excuse why you can't photograph their wedding anymore. But I think when that day comes, it would give me a little bit of a heart palpitation.
Definitely a stressful situation.
Yeah, that's probably
but
the best way to
something
explain
that
it.
if you find yourself pregnant and you find yourself having a healthy baby and everything's going swimmingly, and you do have weddings, or it is prime wedding season by the time you are expecting, associate shoot,
Yep.
pass the booking on, or refund to the couple and let them sort themselves out. Those are the 3 options, viable options. Yes, it's highly annoying.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not ideal for everybody involved.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there's a baby here. Like, hello,
Yeah.
that is the most important thing. Your health is more important.
And in terms of future bookings,
go for it, hun.
I think, unfortunately, we're not in a profession where I can take a year off or 9 months off. So sitting here not pregnant currently, I would probably say I would probably go back to work about 2 to 3 months after due date.
That's ballsy.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Quite proud of you for saying that.
That's quite a lot.
And this is why I ain't doing it. Fuck that.
But I might change my mind. I might say, do you know what? This is the one time I'm going to have a baby, so I'm going to have a year off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You listen, you cross that bridge when you
just
come to
don't
it.
know.
But for now, those are the options that you should give your clients. You should give your clients a lot of advance.
Yeah. Yes. So.
It's a very sensible answer from us. I'm quite impressed.
Thanks. I think it's the only kind of way to approach it.
Yeah.
Communicate. You just got to be
Unless they want to hire a
honest with
babysitter while you're at the wedding shooting. Or someone to just hold your stomach as
Take
you
the
walk
baby.
round. Because your ankle's going to be the size of tree trunks.
Yeah, gosh.
Jesus.
Shuffling around. I do it now, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. My cankles are wild at the moment. So whenever the sun comes out, God, Jesus, they're like shelves. Shelving ankle.
What'd you put, Chef?
Honestly, sometimes I'm like, oh, I've really stopped I should stop binge eating food. Like, I need to stop being chubby and like be more like curvaceous and lovely.
You are
then other
curvaceous
times
and
I look at my
lovely.
body and I'm like, I can rest a cup of tea on there. You know what I mean? Sitting back in bed and I'm like, oh, that's a good little
You've got
shelf.
the biscuits rest on your tits.
Yes, and do you know what the favourite bit is when you eat a biscuit and a bit goes down there, and then right when you've finished your biscuit, you've had your slippy cup of tea, and you go, there's a little bit left.
When it's all melted. Bit of melted chalk.
It's like a microwave. Just heat it up.
Put it down there for a little 2-seconder.
Sometimes you just fill the bowl, put the super noodles in, put it in between your tits. It's done in 3 minutes. Chubby life is the fun life, I tell you. But do you know what? Even though I don't want kids, I think I'd actually very much enjoy being pregnant.
Would you?
Yeah, I always say that to Leo.
Yeah.
Don't I? I feel like I just love being pregnant.
Yeah. I think I would love being
I
pregnant.
love the fuss and being fat for a reason.
Yeah, that's me. Have an excuse to have a big belly.
Yeah, can eat sushi though.
Because
I'd be pissed about it.
I'm cheesecake. Oh, I miss that. I'd miss that. But yeah, is that the same approach you would take?
That exactly the same approach
Yeah.
I would take if I was to be having said child.
Gotta have sex
But
first,
don't
haven't we?
worry. Yeah, God.
Virgins.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Right, pap or scrap. And this week it's my turn. My turn this week. I would like to know whether it would be a good idea. And actually, I do think this is a banging idea. I would pap
Yeah,
this.
but you always do your paps.
No, but I would pap this.
Yeah, but you, all right, Cocoa Pop Lady, go.
So, last time I answered this, it was cereal as confetti, which I still think is a banging idea. This week, well, what did you say last episode? You said writing on the bottom of shoes.
Yeah, but like not just a.
That's wild and wacky, isn't it? Don't come at me for me
Wow.
fucking cereal confetti.
Okay, I'm excited now. Go, hit me
Right.
with your bizzle stick.
Weddings are about two people coming together,
Yeah.
a celebration of love.
Yeah.
They're binded by a contract for life.
Yeah.
They say I do. What if we did divorce weddings where two people come together and they collectively decide they don't want to be together anymore and they say I don't, and we will have a big fat party? That's genius. I would love that. Amicable divorce parties. Everyone's happy.
Yeah.
Everyone can celebrate it. I'd pap that.
And then there might be some singletons there for them to.
Yeah. Bride walks down the aisle in an absolute Victoria's Secret whore costume to be
Yes.
like, this is what you're missing.
Yes.
Groom stands at the bottom in jeans and t-shirt and a beer, absolutely sloshed out of his face, maybe with an embarrassing picture of the bride on the front.
Maybe a no deal t-shirt.
They say I don't. They get egged. They go and have a party, get absolutely sloshed. There's a punch up, loads of drama. I think it's a brilliant idea.
I kind of was with you for a little bit, but the whole beating each other up.
It's like a funeral, but for
The love.
a married couple. Brilliant idea. Perfect content.
If anyone's
Really
out there
Do you know who
who
would photograph that really well?
You.
Yeah. One, me. Two,
Me.
it would be a Rock My Bride front page.
It would be, to be fair.
And the number one person that would photograph
Because
it
there
really
is like
well.
divorce parties, but obviously that's just with the
No, it should be a ceremony where they purposely rip the contract in half and set it alight and let the things fly above.
So we've got egging instead of confetti.
Yeah.
Punch-ups.
Yeah.
Flaming paper for when they...
Victoria's Secret bridal outfit coming down the aisle.
I'm kind of excited.
She gets to the front of the aisle with her dad, and her dad fucking sucker punches him. This is brilliant. I think it's a banging idea.
What did you dream about? Is this what you dreamt of? It sounds like a full-on script.
Like, my dad's not alive.
We're not talking about you getting divorced.
I'm not even fucking married yet. I do think it'd be a banging idea though. Because do you know how many people have like amicable divorces? They're like, yeah. Do you know
I
what?
want to
don't
hear
really
from the
fancy being with you.
listeners.
Guys, agree with me. If you don't agree with me, you're all getting sacked. Divorce party. Fucking great. What would you call it? A devedding.
Devedding. Yeah, done.
Devedding.
So devedding. You're so good for naming things.
I know.
Well, when you hold on.
We're really not good at these, are we? Go on.
Okay, if hadn't met me when.
Hadn't met you.
Why did I say it wrong? My English not right.
No, if you hadn't met me, yeah.
Let me start again. When you first saw me on Instagram,
Yes.
without knowing my name, what do I look like? Like what do I look like an Amber, or would you say what do I look like?
You do look a bit like an Amber.
Yeah.
I could say she looks like a Grace.
A Grace. You look like a Bethany.
Do you know how many people? A lot of people say. My mum was gonna call me Amber.
Stop.
Swear.
Spat everywhere. Are you joking?
Swear, that was my mum's second option, Isobel or Amber.
We are sisters. Keep everyone like...
No, because we're actually born 10 years apart, a week apart.
Yeah.
I was only born a week before you.
We need to Google this. What's that mean? Like
And I was going to be called Amber.
Just copy me.
I think your mum's extra embryo must have flown over to Essex and like gone into my mum and then decided she didn't want to be in it.
Cut.
I was imagining it like a fairy, but you was just being sexual and weird. Anyway.
I didn't make it sexual weird.
Do you know what? Everything's just bloody sexual. Maybe we're just at that time of the month where
okay,
it's just
right. Now time for...
flowing. What's it time for now?
Quote of the week.
It's my turn!
Don't get a word in edgeways.
It's my
I was like,
turn.
it's Isobel. Like, my
Do you know what it is? Quote of the week.
Go.
Fuck bitches, get money. And the song is Dagga Dagga Da. It's the motherfucking dog.
Fuck bitches get money.
Right, so my quote of the week isn't that, as much as I'd love it to be that. It
Can't be that.
Everyone would be appalled by me.
They're already. We're faking, we're too loud. What about too loud?
Definitely genuine.
Genuine.
When you...
So I go.
So the quote of the week is, when you focus on the good gets better.
Are you taking the piss out of my one from last week? You're taking the piss out of me, aren't you? When it gets good, it gets good. What's
When
it
you
go?
focus on the good
the good
gets better.
the good gets better.
And my song
Go. Hit me with your...
is
Fizzle
Hit me with your fizzle stick. I wonder whether people actually find us funny because...
Well, we'll soon find out if we're recording at episode number 5.
My song of the week is The Best Things in Life Are Free.
Yeah.
Now I understand what you mean to me. And that's Janet Jackson and Luther Vandross. There you go. There's your editing song. Good night. Peace out. Whatever you're doing, smash it. Have a good sleep.
Tag us in your song of the weeks.
Remember to keep sending in your anonymous confessions and questions.
And also follow us on socials, on Instagram.
_, TikTok, Instagram. Email us at NoPapsPlease@gmail.com.
Subscribe on YouTube.
And subscribe on YouTube because
Love
Leah
us.
needs to get paid.
We need to get paid.
Thank you and peace out.
It's my time.